What legally defines a protest as a riot? Imagine you're at a rally or march, exercising your right to speak out. But sometimes, things take a turn, and what started as a peaceful gathering becomes something else. That's when the law steps in to define whether a protest has turned into a riot. So, what exactly makes that happen? Let's break it down. A protest becomes a riot when a group of people acts together in a way that disturbs the peace through violence or chaos. It usually involves two or more people working with a common goal to cause harm or damage. The key point is that the group is not authorized to use force or violence. If they start smashing windows, setting fires, or attacking others, that's a sign of a riot. It's also about the use or threat of violence. If the group threatens to hurt someone or shows they're ready to do so immediately, that's a serious issue. For example, if someone throws a rock at a building or threatens to attack someone, law enforcement can see that as a sign of a riot. Destructive acts like looting, arson, or vandalism are clear indicators. But simply being at a protest where some violence happens doesn't automatically make you a rioter. To be legally charged with rioting, you need to actively participate in or facilitate the violent acts. Standing there watching isn't enough. The law makes a clear distinction between peaceful protests and riots. Peaceful protests include marches, sit-ins, or chanting that don't involve violence. These are protected by the First Amendment, which guarantees the right to assemble and petition the government. When a protest turns violent or destructive, it loses that protection. Law enforcement can then step in to stop the chaos, make arrests, or detain those involved. If a protest escalates to breaking windows, assaulting people, or threatening violence with the ability to carry out those threats, those involved can be charged with rioting. But if you're peacefully protesting and not supporting violence, your rights remain protected. Knowing these rules helps you understand your rights and responsibilities. You have the right to gather peacefully, but supporting or engaging in violence during a protest can lead to legal trouble. Law enforcement is authorized to act against riots to restore order, so it's important to stay within the bounds of lawful conduct. Always remember, peaceful assembly is your right, but crossing into violence can change everything legally.